So the FET community is remaining relentless and will not go away in regards to this battle that we are having right now with Ocean Protocol. Now, while I urge people to continue to talk about this and to press for answers, I do not recommend harassing anybody, threatening anybody, or doing anything illegal. So please make sure you guys are staying on top of things, pressuring them for some information, as well as the ASI Alliance, because we really need some things answered. But let's jump into what's going on. I'm going to give you all the latest updates today in the FET community. Let's jump into it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on X as well if you're watching over there. So let's jump right into what's going on. Binance is going to cease support for the Ocean token on the Ethereum network. They are going to be stopping deposits for Ocean Protocol on the Ethereum network. We did see that Ocean had told exchanges in a post on X that they can, consider relisting Ocean, but Binance is saying, heck no way, because you guys have a lot to work out right now, and that's what this is saying to me. Binance hasn't come out and given an exact reason, but I'm saying I'm most likely going along the lines of they are mitigating risk because they don't want to end up with these tokens on the Ethereum network, which is where they're at. The ones that we have been complaining about Ocean selling are on the Ethereum network. And I'm just assuming that Binance doesn't want to get stuck with tokens that they have to freeze and they don't know what to do with them, right? So they're not letting any more Ethereum ERC20 deposits for Ocean on their network. Understandable, in my opinion. So let's jump over. We're going to take a look at what the CEO of FET has to say. Binance is listening. I urge the community to stand together. There are whistleblowers from Ocean's side who still have conscience. A lot will be disclosed soon, hopefully. He says he's not going to let this go and is on a mission to fix it, basically, and make the community stronger. So what really is going on there? Ocean come back and said, Ocean's working and active. We are refraining from engaging in unfounded claims and harmful rumors that make the situation worse for the entire ASI and Ocean communities. Ocean has earlier suggested waiving confidentiality over the adjudicator's recent findings. What adjudicator? What are they talking about here? I'd like to know what the heck this is about, because as far as I'm aware, Ben Gortzel had clarified that he woke up and found out that Ocean left the alliance on social media. So, not woke up. I shouldn't say that, but he found out that they left the alliance on social media. So, what adjudicator? What went on before this? Or are they just literally fibbing? I kind of can't figure out what's going on here, because the alliance says that they didn't know they were leaving beforehand, and then so what adjudicator? What went on before this? They were talking about adjudicators 2 days after they said they were leaving. It's like, well, what legal action can you get in 2 days? It doesn't make any sense to me. So there is a lot of things in the story that aren't making sense that we need some clarification on. And I know people from ASI have been watching some of my videos, so I'll probably reach out to Humayan and find out what they're talking about with an adjudicator. So they said that Humayan refused to basically drop confidentiality so that they can let everything out. And he says that he's not dropping confidentiality because let's see here. Right. It's right here. All right. He said, we're not waiving confidentiality. And he did this on ChatGPT because he said if he did it on ASI1, that people would say that it was biased. So I completely agree with that. It says, why we're not waiving confidentiality. This is pretty accurate. Settlement terms. Many settlements include confidentiality clauses for a reason. Breaking or waiving that could void a deal, make it harder to enforce. There's also no takebacks. Once you drop confidentiality, you can't later claim, hey, that was privileged. And the court will be like, yeah, now you waived it. There's a precedent with that as well. If your case involves multiple parties or future actions, waiving confidentiality in one instance can screw up your ability to pursue others. And not only that, dropping confidentiality could lead to maybe leaking, proprietary type information, which is not something you want to do when you're talking about business, right? So, I agree with Humayan here. Go the proper channels, go through, get your lawyers involved, whatever you have to do, but do not drop this because something needs to be done. This was a really, really large portion of the FET community that has been screwed over right now. The community is basically there's some of them are in shambles. Some people are coming out of the woodworks to FUD and say they're dumping, which they probably haven't even been holders anyway. Some people are legitimately feeling this, and I completely get that. But there's also been a lot of FUD online as well. So, I'm urging the guys to, get a handle on this and figure this stuff out. Humayun also says that he is going to be starting up he's going to fund a class action lawsuit. Okay, if you were a holder of FET and have lost money during the ocean action, be ready with your evidence. I'm personally funding a class action in 3 or possibly more jurisdictions, and I'll be setting up a channel for all submit your claims. Hold on tight and be ready. So that's pretty much where we're at right now today. As my video yesterday says, FET and the ASI Alliance is still building. They're still, releasing product and partnerships and what have you, and they're still not letting this go, guys. So I'm confident that we're going to see some resolution from this. As far as people yelling burn, burn, burn the token, what's that really going to do right now when it's 20 some cents? I mean, when you think about it, guys, uh yeah, you burn the token, but then all that's really going to do is benefit people who are just in there for a short pump and get out. We really need something that's going to benefit the people who have been here, the people who have been holding FET, and the people who have been supporting the project. That's what we need. We need support for the community, not just the people who are here to benefit off our misfortune. So I'm not saying don't burn, I'm saying burn, but maybe hang on for a little bit, guys, because right now it's not going to be too beneficial to burn 100 million tokens, really, when you think about it. Come on. Realistically, it's just a little blip on the radar, in my opinion, and it's not going to do us any good long term. I want long term. I want stability. I want long term price action that's going to favor the community. So that's what I got for you guys in this video. I know I've been making a few of these. I just feel like getting a lot of this off my chest because it's been pretty taxing. I'm waking up to a ton of messages. Those of you who have sent in um, DMs on X, tagging me on posts and stuff and such. I really appreciate it. I'm here trying to keep you guys up to date as best I can. Even though, sometimes I hate drama. I really do. I really don't like drama. I stay far away from it in my personal life as I can. I'm more family oriented. I have my close friends. I have, other people and such, but I try to stay away from drama because as a part of many people out there, I have anxiety, right? And I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I do. I have anxiety. And, the more negativity that you're constantly talking about and spreading, it can really eat at a person, right? So, I try to stay away from it as best I can. But guys, we need to stay on top of this because this is not right. Morally, ethically, everything that's going on right now, we need answers because somebody knows something has happened, and I want to know what that is because I mean this is affecting us, it's affecting our pocketbooks, it's affecting our lives, and I really think that FET has a long-term plan here. I really think long-term viability. That's more like what I meant to say. And we need a plan to keep that long-term viability because these guys are the biggest AI crypto producers that are delivering products out there, right? I'm supporting this because I believe that this project, whatever you want to call it, this AI effort for decentralized AI, I think, is so needed in the AI space. Not even just in the crypto space, but decentralized AI. Period is needed. And I'm sticking around. I'm not selling. I'm going to be a part of this long term. I have been a part of this long term, and I'm going to continue to do that. So, if you made it to the end, thank you for listening to my rant. I just wanted to get a few of those thoughts, I guess, off my chest. Like I always tell you guys, I'm not somebody who makes rash, emotional decisions. You know, this is something that's been on my brain since last week when we heard of Ocean's departure, and like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not selling at this point in time. I already took profits. That's why I say to you guys, it's so important to learn how to take profits, because once you do that, your emotions don't get the best of you. Would I be pissed and go about selling if I didn't take profits? Who knows? But I'm where I'm at today because I've learned that, and because I've, this has happened to me in, a couple of other projects. Sometimes things rug, sometimes, you get bad actors and such in projects or in communities that try to take them down, and that's what we're going through at this point in time. But you know what? Our strength and determination is going to make us more successful, and even personally, right? Not just even with ASI, but personally, do your best, and hopefully we will pull through out of this. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.